Hello and welcome to Something Something Chat Show with Tom Jr. Jackson presents the Saturday stream. And I hope you are all having a great day, a great Saturday, and it is wonderful to see you all again. And as always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and share the links, share the show. Hey, Titanic, you want to come on? You want to come on the show, buddy? Let's see here. Do, 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 do. And I can just go right into messages. Do, 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 do. Let's go for new. Go for. There we go. Next. And I just sent you the link on your Twitter DM, but I'll do it on Discord for you. No problem. No problem, buddy. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. And hello, Cool Gamer. Okay, if I can get out of this and back to reality. Here we go. All right, I just sent you the link, Titanic. Hello, everybody. And I want to also remind you all, June 20th, this Tuesday, I'm in at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I am interviewing Maria Espino, the CEO and president of The Last Gaming Prophecy Incorporated, and also director of the Star Wars fan film, The Chosen One. It's an animated Star Wars film. She's making it. It's going to be a great live stream, great interview, and I hope to see you there. And also, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share all the links, and yeah. Ooh. There we go. So, other than that, it's good to see you, Cool Gamer. And pretty soon we're going to have Titanic show up and hang out with him for a little bit. I would get our good friend. I should do that. I should see if our good friend, Mr. Taylor Gonzalez, is around. And see what happens there. Because then all bets are off and it goes crazy. Now, if he sees it, it'll be great. If he doesn't, well, that's just a shame. And where are we? Here we go. So we're just waiting for Titanic to show up. I sent him a link on Discord. And on Twitter. But we'll see what happens then. I went and saw The Flash yesterday. I enjoyed it. Worth the 9-year wait, my friends. Worth the 9-year wait. Also tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time on the Phantasmagorium channel, I am going to be on their show on the broadcast for their review of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark with Catherine Cook. So come watch. It'll be fun. Okay, pretty soon our good friend King Tannic, friend to the channel, will be here. Okay. I would invite Robert Meyer Burnett, but Robert Meyer Burnett is going to be on a show soon. I should. Why not? Let's see what happens. Shall we, folks? Shall we? Let's put Rob in an uncomfortable position. No, not uncomfortable. All right. So while King Tannic is getting his stuff set up, let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? So strange. So Netflix is doing their Tadum stream today. They've announced. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the man, the myth, the legend, King Tannic.
How you doing, Tom?
Hey, my friend. How you doing?
I'm good. I slept for about 12 hours last night, so that was fun.
Oh, that's always fun.
It was great. It's like it feels wrong to say I'm tired, but it's like, you know how you get tired when you sleep too little, but you also get too tired if you sleep too much? That's kind of where I'm at. I've looped back around to tired.
Oh yeah.
But no,
we have one of those. We have one of those days today. It's a rainy day. It's been raining all day.
Oh, it's raining,
and it's just one of those days where you just want to not do anything.
No, it's not raining over here in Texas. It is very hot. It's about 90 something degrees. It's ridiculous, and it's been humid lately. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's about 66 here.
66 sounds great, bro.
Yeah, I also sent out a link to Taylor to see if he would come, but knowing him, he's probably hanging out on DreamWorks campus.
Dude, Taylor's always doing stuff.
He is. I'm like busy. He's doing such a great job with this channel, though. You know,
I'm like, it's like Is Taylor getting invited to those places, or is he just going to like cover for stuff for the channel, or is he getting invited there?
It may be a little bit of both.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah. So yesterday I went and saw The Flash.
Oh, what'd you think? Are we talking spoilers?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it twice.
I absolutely love this movie. I love the fact that it was not just a movie about the Flash. This was like a love letter to all the DC superheroes. And there is, if you enjoy DC superhero, there's something in it for you. And it has humor. It's got heart. Especially the last, I want to say half hour of the movie.
Like the final battle?
Yeah, that final battle, and where the big thing comes up, where there is that one scene in it that I swear that if somewhere, wherever John Schnepp is, he is smiling the biggest smile right now.
Yeah.
Because I saw that, and it was just like, damn. And that was really that person in that role. They got him in there.
Yeah.
The director said he wanted him there, and he wants to work with him again. And that's two of the roles that actor has wanted to portray. There's one left. He wants to play Captain Nemo.
I think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Um, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about. But both times I saw it, the first time I saw it was with my girlfriend. The second time I saw it was with the rest of my family. And both times I had to explain to them what that was because they didn't get it. They were like, "Why was that there?" And I was like, "Oh, so blah 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 blah."
Yeah, the same thing happened when I was leaving the theater. There are these guys in front of me, and they're like, "The hell was that?" It was just like some cheap '90s type thing. I don't understand that, and I had to stop them, and I explained to them the entire reason that little scene was in the film and what it represented. And when I
Mm.
told them, they were like, "No way!" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah, there's oh nope, can't. I was gonna say something. I
there's
was gonna
something
say
in it for
it's real.
everyone."
It's real. You
It's
can
now
look
it's
it up.
real.
It's
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and so and now it's really out there. So
yeah.
and it's canon. It's canon now. And
Or
the
you
fact
could
that they
argue it always was.
true, but I think Michael Keaton was great.
Oh, he was so good.
He was so good, and there was that rumor for a long time that originally with Michael Keaton, they were going to have Michelle Pfeiffer show up as the adult, not the adult version. That's a totally different version of Catwoman. They were going to
Right.
have her as an older version of Catwoman in the film, as if her and Michael Keaton's character, Bruce Wayne, ended up together. That was the rumor that was going around. And in some ways, I would have loved to have seen that, but I think it would have been too many cooks in the kitchen.
The movie is already so long, and there's so much that they've jam packed into it that gosh, as much as I would like to be like, oh yeah, let's throw everybody in there. Let's have Michelle Pfeiffer come back. Let's have the Robin from what is it? What is Batman and Robin? Gosh, how did I forget that? Let's have them come back. You know, and just
That
like
was me. I
picking like
accidentally hit a
everybody.
button. I was sweeping off my what do you call it? My keyboard for something, and I just completely knocked myself out of the stream.
Oh, I thought you were like, because I hear your phone vibrating, so I thought there was like
Yeah,
a phone
no,
call
I'm not on
and
my
you
phone.
had to
I'm on my
answer real quick.
laptop. But
Okay.
yeah, I have tons of notifications from what's that, Instagram.
Popular guy.
You know what? You know what today is? Today is the 2-year anniversary of Positive Fandom of RM's channel, and she didn't know that until I told her, and it shocked her. And you can find out how long you've been on YouTube if you go to your on your channel. It'll say about.
Yeah. I see it right there, June 17th, 2021.
Yeah, and if you go to your channel in that same place, you'll see how long you've been on, and that way you can count how long. It's amazing that I just realized the other day my 1-year anniversary happened. It was last month. It was, and my 1-year anniversary is the anniversary of the release date for Doctor Strange and a Multiverse of Madness, because I went and put my first video up the day I went and saw that, and that was the day it opened.
Did you like Doctor Strange, or was that a bad present?
No, I actually liked it, and I'll tell you why.
I did too.
I'll tell you why. Is the fact that we got the Illuminati, we got characters that we've always wanted to see in an MCU film. Marvel giveth, and Wanda taketh away. And I as soon as I saw that, I laughed. I'm like, that right there is brilliant, because you don't get stuck on those characters. You're like, oh, but that's great, but I like that. But then it's like, okay, those are there. We're going to get back to the movie, because if they would have kept those characters going in the movie, and if they left that scene and went to somewhere else, you'd still be thinking about those characters.
Right.
And you'd be like, well, what about them? And what about that?
Yeah. I will say, and this was last night when I saw it with my family, it ended, and my brother, like right when the credits ended, one thing he said was, he was like, it's so good, it almost makes you forget how bad of a person Ezra is. And then we laughed, But
yeah, that's the one thing That's the one thing RM and I were talking about last night. It was like, it's too bad that no one
Yeah.
can say that they liked his performance because of the stigmata that comes with it.
I mean, you can see why a lot of the executives at Warner Brothers are saying that they would like to have Ezra stay. Obviously, I don't think Ezra will, but you can see why they would like them to, because they are so good in this movie. Two people.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but
literally, you can actually say they.
it's true. But you were talking about Doctor Strange just now, and I was thinking about that. There's something that's very similar between Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and the Flash, is that there isn't that much multiverse in them, and they're like multiverse movies, right? And that was one of the things my brother said after the Flash ended. He was like, I kind of thought there would be more timelines in the movie, because in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and in the Flash, both movies primarily take place in two universes. So in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, it's the main MCU, and then he goes to 838 where Reed Richards is there and everyone like that. In the Flash, it's the DCEU that we've had for all these movies up to now, and then the one with Michael Keaton and Sasha Calle, Supergirl, and Zod and things like that.
And how
but
great.
There's not much after that, which I think we were surprised by. Like, their multiverse movies, like that's their premise, is like multiverse, yet they only spend time in like one other universe.
Well, the director said that it was going to be a loose adaptation of the Flashpoint, which is understandable. And then I've also read that both the Flash and Aquaman 2 are going to be soft reboots and it's now going to be called the DCU. Yeah. So those two movies are going to be soft reboots. And I can see why with the Flash, the way that they went with it, how it's a soft reboot because of where you get rid of certain characters. And talking about multiverses in it is when he's inside the Speed Force, and you see it looks like a Coliseum almost.
Yeah.
Of all the characters around it, and as they disappear.
I thought that was such an interesting way for them to use the time travel. And it's not really a spoiler because it has nothing to do with the plot.
Right.
But like you said, it's a Coliseum. And as he runs the Coliseum, like the events either go forward in time or backwards in time based on if he's running forwards or backwards. I thought that was such an interesting way to do it. And I think Doctor Strange, Spider-Verse, and now the Flash have each offered, and Everything Everywhere All at Once have each offered very unique ways that their universes approach the multiverse and how you tap into it. And I think that's super interesting, because I was like, with so many things doing the multiverse, I was scared that things were going to get kind of samey. Luckily, they haven't. I mean, obviously, it's the multiverse. There's only so much you can do, so they're all similar, but they're not carbon copies of the other, which is what I really liked about it. I thought that was a really creative way for them to do time travel.
And especially with Doctor Strange, how he just went shooting through different multiverses.
Yeah, like with a portal. Yeah,
and my favorite one was the one where they were all paint. I want to know how that one would have worked. I want to know, like, if they were to land there, how that film was going to go.
No, it doesn't. You would literally be watching paint dry, bro.
Exactly.
That would be the most boring movie ever.
And but it's like there were so many different things, and at one point you do see high evolutionary, that when they go through all these, one of the portals has the high evolutionary in it, and it's all these statues. And that's supposed to represent the high evolutionary. Because I watched the Doctor Strange with the director commentary, and I really hope when the Flash comes out, there is a commentary on this film of why they chose to do what they chose to do, and what they almost didn't put into it. Because I know there was so much they wanted to play with, but they were given such a short amount of time to do what they wanted to do, and only so much they could use.
Yeah, there's so much footage. I've heard that there's like 20 minutes worth of stuff with Supergirl that they had to cut because it was too violent. There's like 3 different versions of the ending of the movie. She's so good. So yeah, I would love to hear a director's commentary. I don't get physical media because, and I've talked to Rob about that before, but hopefully they find a way to put it on streaming, because I would like to hear that too, that thought process behind why they chose to keep certain things.
Because the only one that I know that does that is Disney Plus. Like, they'll put up their movies, and then after a while, they'll put up all these extras. And once in a while, you'll get a director's commentary. Like Raimi's commentary for Doctor Strange is on Disney Plus.
Is it?
Yeah, for Multiverse of Madness. Oh. His commentary is on it. Yeah. So a few of them do have the commentaries. I believe Wakanda Forever has one as well. I don't know yet about Quantumania.
I know The Last Jedi has one. I haven't watched that, but I've watched they have a documentary about the behind the scenes of The Last Jedi. That documentary is great.
Yeah, The Last Jedi, Force Awakens has one.
I wonder if they have one for Rise of Skywalker.
I think they do. Yeah.
They do have one. Yep, you're right. They do.
Because I own it on physical media.
But I wonder if they put it on Disney Plus.
But at least Disney Plus is one of those things where they'll put out extras like that. And I would love to see, like, maybe Max do that and Netflix do something like that. Like, if all the channels did something like that, you would get so much more subscribers going, oh, wait, I can watch this, but then you have this to go with it. Great. Because it keeps them not only on your channel, but then you'll get more subscribers going, oh, I can get a commentary with this. Mm-hmm. Great.
Have you heard the Lego Movie commentary?
No.
That's my favorite movie commentary of all time. Now, granted, I don't watch a movie commentary with every movie back when I did collect physical media, but I would watch a few for movies that I really loved. Lego Movies commentary, they have a bunch of the cast in there too with the directors, and so there's like 8 people, and it's so funny. They make the movie funnier. It's because Phil Lord and Chris Miller are in there too, and it's just great. It's so good.
Well, excuse me. Chris Lord and Phil Miller saw a 14-year-old on YouTube do the Across the Spider-Verse trailer all in Lego. They hired that kid to do, there's an animated sequence in Across the Spider-Verse that's all in Lego, and that was done by a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah. And it's good.
It is. And they were so excited about this, and they praised this kid. And this kid now has, when he gets older, a foot in the door to get into Hollywood.
And the kid got to go to the premiere too. He was on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Dude, what a dream, dude. At 14?
Yeah.
Gosh.
And so he would do his schoolwork, and then he would, after he was done with his schoolwork and homework, he would work on the sequences. Because they said, your schoolwork comes first, but then you can do the sequences. And his parents agreed to that, and he did it. And that's a great sequence, because I was so surprised with that sequence. And what I loved about it was, in every multiverse of Marvel, apparently, J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, it seems and at first I thought when they did that in the MCU, it was at the end of Far From Home, that end credit scene that we first saw him. I thought that was just like a cool, like, oh yeah, let's put J. Jonah in here with J.K. Simmons. But it seems now with the Spider-Verse movies that Sony is now making it canon that in every universe it's him. Because you heard it in Gwen Stacy's universe. It's still in theater, so I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a scene at the beginning where you hear a news report in Gwen Stacy's universe, and it's J. Jonah Jameson and it's J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
And he was like, that Spider-Gwen menace. Or I guess he doesn't say Spider-Gwen, but Spider-Woman.
Right.
And I like that. I like that.
Yeah. And from what they're saying is, in the next one, there's going to be a multiverse of Spider-Gwens.
Yeah, there's gonna be. They said it's like essential to her character arc in the next
Yeah,
movie.
and I think,
Emma Stone.
yeah, hopefully we'll get her back.
Emma Stone Spider-Man. Come on, it doesn't have
And
to be the
what I
same version of her,
loved,
but come on.
what I loved about Across the Spider Verse was what you think is going to be about Miles turns into half the movie about Spider Gwen and half the movie about Miles, and then it's about them together. But then ultimately it becomes about Miles again. So it's like a back and forth thing, and it's a struggle of, who's doing what and where is this going. But what I love about this movie is, yes, is Across the Spider Verse a long film? Yes, but then when you get to that ending, you're like, wait, no, you can't end it here.
Dude, my best friend, his favorite superhero is Spider-Man, and so I took him to see it. It was my fourth time seeing it. It was his first, and so I knew it was coming. When the movie ended, he was mad, and the entire drive home, he was just ranting to me about. He was like, "How could they do this? How could you end it right there?" He was like, "Play the rest of the movie," and I was like, "Bro, this is already a long movie. They're already behind schedule on the next one." And it would, at the same time, it would be like 5 hours. And he's like, "I don't care. Play it."
I know.
The nice part.
It feels like a long movie, but then you get to that ending, you're like, no. You're going to finish this now. You're not ending it here.
Luckily
it
for
plays
us,
both ways.
right? Luckily for us, I mean, because we're in this community that we knew it was going to be a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
But to be a casual audience member and to not know that it wasn't going to end properly. Oh my gosh. like that's a true cliffhanger in the sense that the story didn't finish. Like a lot of people say that Empire Strikes Back or Avengers Infinity War were cliffhangers, and in a sense they were, but at the same time those are complete movies where character arcs start and end and plot lines finish, and there's stuff left open, but those are also their own movies. This was truly half a movie, which I think is what made the cliffhanger so much more like.
I remember seeing Infinity War in the theater, and I'm sitting there, all these people in there, and it's that end scene where Cap just goes, "Oh God," and you could have heard a pin drop in that theater with that ending. And the original ending to that film was going to be the Hawkeye sequence. That was going to be the ending to the movie.
Was it?
Yeah. And so they decided instead, let's put that at the beginning of Endgame. So in some ways you're caught up to what happened before, but we don't have to go into a big explanation.
I think and I hadn't heard that before. I heard that they toyed with the idea of Caps saying "Oh God." I heard that was going to be like he says that, then it cuts to black and then the credits roll. So I heard that, but maybe that's really interesting if that was. But I'm glad they put it in Endgame because I found it was a great tone setter. Like you immediately get reminded of what's going on, what the stakes are, and even for people who like didn't see Infinity War for whatever reason and Endgame was their first one, they at least get to see some character deal with like the effects of it. And dude, how great is that scene where he turns and his family's gone, and then he turns back and his daughter's gone? Oh my gosh.
But the great thing about the snap and everything like that was you get to WandaVision, and then you see how it looked when everybody came back. Then you get to Hawkeye, and you see it from Yelena's point of view of what happens when you get snapped, and then you come back.
Just and back. Yeah.
The horrific thought of that happening. But the thing that really disturbed me thinking about that is when everybody came back, you had people that were on planes.
Yeah.
So if that plane was not there, you have people that just fell to the ground and died. You know, all these people that died. And then,
it's Disney. They're not going to talk about that.
If you had someone that was on the toilet, God forbid they come back and someone's already on that toilet. So you're sitting on someone's lap. You know, I mean, there's all these possibilities that happened when they came back, and it's like, wow. But that POV of being snapped and then coming back was just brilliant but horrifying.
Dude, what do you do if like you're married, you get snapped away, your spouse moves on and starts dating and then gets married to someone else in that 5-year timeline? Then you come back. Do they stay with the person they're with now, or do they get back with you? Like, come on, Disney.
Really
There's a
makes
whole
me.
show
It
here. Disney
really
Plus.
makes me wish that I could interview the Russos and go. So let me ask you this, this, and this, and just watch them try to go. We got a new movie coming out.
They're gonna say, bro, there's so many other things we had to think about in these movies, like the time travel, all the other heroes, everything like that. And I don't even love Endgame. Like, I think Endgame's good, but I don't love it. I think Infinity War is the best MCU movie by a landslide. But Irene, hello. And hello to you also, Darth Plato. He says release the Supergirl cut. I agree. Supergirl needed more time. I'm in love with her. She better be back in James Gunn's universe, bro. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I better see Sasha Calle there, else I'm not seeing it.
That's you know what? I have to tell you this is that when James Gunn says that a movie is the best movie he's ever seen, he's not lying to you. He's telling you the truth. Actually,
he said it was his favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, if you go to, I think it's called Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah, I listened to that whole podcast.
He does a great interview with James Gunn, and James Gunn explains what he's going to do, how he got the job with the DC, what he plans to do, his work with Superman, and all this stuff. And
he's such a busy guy. He was talking about like he's going to go into Peacemaker right after, and then he's writing stuff for Creature Commandos. And I'm like, bro, do you sleep? How do you? When I
and then he's got the Wallers as well.
Yeah, and when I like did the documentary, and that was a documentary. That wasn't like it's still art, but I didn't have to write anything, or like there's not really a vision you can do with that other than like your camera choices and things like that. But I still had to take like a good like 6-week break from everything just to chill. He doesn't, bro. He goes from the next thing to the next thing. And I'm like, how do you do that? How do you keep your creative juices flowing? Because I have to have a chance to like recharge where I take in art, where I watch a bunch of stuff and read things so I can recharge those batteries. Yet James is always just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this. Then, tomorrow I'll be writing this, and then I'll finish that in 6 weeks, and I'll move on to that. And I'm like, James, how? And all of his stuff is so good. Like he went into Peacemaker right after Suicide Squad. And I don't think Peacemaker's like perfect, but I really like Peacemaker. It was a lot of fun. And I'm like, how does he make stuff this good this often without stopping? It's ridiculous.
I know. And what he does, it's like he said that the Guardians 3 script was the script that he wrote before he got let go from Marvel, and it was the same script they used. He maybe did a little tweak here or there, but everything was there. And the fact that movie perfectly, you think, oh, this and this is going to happen, and that doesn't happen. But then you see Rocket's backstory and the heartbreaking backstory that it is, and then you learn of why he wanted that eye or that leg or that arm and why he was doing that and who for. And then you're like, oh God, that's just James Gunn knows how to do action and humor and emotion and just balance it just right. And there are very few people that can do that and do it well without it seeming over the top or in your face.
Yeah. I mean, it really makes you think, because the MCU is, and Irene, I see your question. I'll answer that in a second. I don't want to lose my train of thought, but with the MCU, it's so planned out. But the first 2 Guardians movies were planned out until Infinity War Endgame. That was where they planned everything out and then stopped. And then Kevin Feige and the producers had to go and plan out the next few phases. But they were only planned to Endgame. So but yet at the same time, it feels like with the first two Guardians movies that he knew where he was going with the third. So it's like, did they write all three? Like, okay, not write, but plan all three in advance, or did they only plan up to Endgame? But he knew that he wanted to talk. I just want to see like him and Kevin Feige be like, "Yo, here's the." I would love to, now that the first three phases of Marvel are over. Can we see like what the blueprints were? Like, how did they plan this out? Like, and I would like to see what changed.
What you want to do is you want to get this big ass book.
Oh, is it all in there?
This goes up to no Far From Home.
Yeah, into phase 3.
In the phase 3, and it has at the end of it a dedication to, actually a tribute to Stan Lee, and then a tribute to Chadwick Boseman in it. So it gets up that far, but it goes through everything. Like Guardians 1 was being developed way before anybody even knew about it. Blade has been in development since Guardians 1.
Yeah, they wanted to do like Black Panther forever, but they finally got to do it like in 2018. But they wanted to do it for so long before that,
right?
Yeah,
but with Blade, they wanted they were figuring, do we want to do it as a show or do we want to do it as a movie? And you keep hearing, well, they keep losing this director or this person or this person, but you know what it is that they want to get this thing right, and sometimes it may not be what that person wants to bring to it that they want, so it's not connecting well, but they will get the right person to do it and it'll come. Yeah. And I think the longer it takes, the better it will get, because you'll find someone that'll crack it just right, that people won't go, oh, this sucked. Like, you look at The Flash, it took 9 years. So when The Flash was announced, the first season of the show came on. The movie is coming out now just as that show is ending.
I know, yeah, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. Like I need a whole documentary. Like, they better have footage of like that 9-year process.
Yeah. I mean, and even at one point, I think it was Grant Morrison and Ezra Miller both wrote a script, and it was going to be a darker version of the script. The script was going to be even darker, and Warner Brothers went a different way with it. Mm-hmm. I would love to read that script and see where they were going to go with it.
And I heard that because Phil Lord and Christopher Miller were on it too at one point, and I heard that like Ezra wanted the script to be darker than what they had, which, like, bro, how do you say no to Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, bro? Like, they did Spider-Verse, they did the Lego movie, they did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Like, how do you tell them, no, we'll go in a different direction? Like, bro, whatever they say is gospel. Same thing with Solo. How did they turn down them at Solo? And come on, Kathy. But you good there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, with Solo, I think they wanted to make it like a comedy almost, in a way. You put humor into it. They could have done that.
Uh-oh. Tom. All right, guys. I am now in charge of everything. I will change my name /host. This is now me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I am Tom Jr. Jackson. Oh, Irene, you're asking me what my favorite anime is. My favorite anime is Sword Art Online. As you can tell by the big old shrine behind me. I got a bunch of figures over there. I got my books over there. I got some swords right next to me down here. Oh, Tom's back. I'm no longer the host.
It's my internet. My internet is weird, but yeah, definitely. And I know what, the other night Irene was on a podcast.
Which podcast?
It's called Ray Little's Morning Disaster. No, it was called Goose Troop. Goose Troop. And Irene was on there, and she was great. She was hilarious, and she made these people speechless. But she knows her stuff. She knows her country music.
Do you have the link to it?
Do I have a link?
I'm
I think
trying
I
to look
can
it up
get
and I
the link.
cannot find it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here.
Yeah. But
Irene's
while
going to
you're
be
doing that,
messaging me later and yelling at me for this.
okay.
Uh,
All right. But yeah, Irene, my favorite anime is Sword Art Online. Everybody hates me for it, but they're all wrong. It's great. It's not perfect at all. Like in reality, Sword Art Online is like a 7 out of 10 at best, but I love it. Tom, what'd you think of Transformers?
I have not gotten to see it yet.
All right. It's good to see y'all. No.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Irene said she is going to be yelling at you.
Yeah, Irene likes to message me. Why did you do that?
Abusive relationship.
Yeah, well, Irene's a good person. She's great, and I'm telling you, she looked like she had a blast on there the other night.
Yeah, if you ever find that link, and no pressure to do it right now, but if you ever do,
yeah,
I'd love to check that out. But
yeah, I'll look it up and I'll send it to you. Tom? I'll send it to you later.
Tom, why haven't you seen Transformers?
I haven't seen it yet because the theater I've been wanting to go to see it, the closest one, it's all been sitting right up at the front of the screen, and I like to enjoy the full view of the screen. I don't really want to be like that and coming out like the Hunchback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I do have it pre-ordered. I have it pre-ordered. It's coming out, I believe, next month.
Oh, really? I heard like September.
Yeah, is it September or next month? Something like that.
For the physical release, it's probably going to be like September. But
yeah,
like digital, probably early August, late July.
Yeah, so the Flash will be on Max September, sometime in the fall. The thing.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Transformers.
I know I'm saying the Flash, but also Transformers as well. Like they have pre-orders for like everything. Like I pre-ordered. What did I just get? I have like Avatar, The Way of Water coming Tuesday in 3D.
Dude, it's on Netflix or not Netflix. It's on Disney Plus. I haven't watched it yet. I'm scared to. Like I'm scared it's gonna. I only saw it in IMAX 3D all 4 times I saw it in theaters. I'm scared to watch it any other way. Yeah, I'm scared to watch it any other way. I don't want to watch it on Disney Plus and it like looks bad in 2D and like I'm scared. Maybe I'll never watch it again. I don't have a 3D TV like Rob.
Yeah, that's kind of true. It does sound it. I think it's the dumbest thing they could have ever done is change that name to Max.
Did you read Irene's comment? She said, "Why does Max sound like a porn thing?"
Yeah, I just put it up.
I think let's change the name to Cly Max.
Yeah. Irene would be all for that.
You never watched the first Avatar or the first Transformers? One is okay. One I'll be like, I'm gonna go watch it. But the other one is like, we can't be friends anymore, Irene. So
what was it now? I actually wanted to announce why we're here. That if you folks while you're watching, while you folks are here, that some people have been like, well, Tom, why don't we do this? Why don't you do that? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I've actually decided I set up an email. So if anybody wants to write a letter, share an opinion, have something they want to say, I have an email address specifically for this show. And it's one that Irene would really love. And I'm going to put it up here, if I can get to the comments here. Send letters to this address here, folks. It's called Tom's something, if I can spell. I may need hooked on phonics. Something email. And if I can spell email right as well. Email. And this is going to be Irene's favorite part. 69 at proton.me. So some letters, whatever you want, and it's also in the description as well. But I decided I want to do like when I do my live shows on Thursdays. If people want to send in letters during the week, I'll read letters out loud on the show like Rob does, because that's always fun. And it also gives me more content as well.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, folks, this Tuesday night, June 20th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, I am interviewing Maria Espino, the CEO and president of The Last Gaming Prophecy Incorporated and director of the Star Wars fan film, The Chosen One. And we will be talking about that and so much more. Yeah, so she's doing an animated Star Wars fan film. She was telling me this. We talked about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago on the phone, and she was telling me she had to literally go and sit down with Disney and Lucasfilm lawyers and find out what she could and could not do, because they have a set of rules. If you're going to make a fan film, here's what you can do. Here's what you can't do. Yes, she's doing okay. She's been in the hospital. She should be going home Monday. Yeah, but the 19th, she said she'll be going home. But she's doing good, Irene. She's doing very good. She'll be glad to know that you were thinking of her. But yeah, she's doing, and on her YouTube channel, which you can see here, youtube.com/after the sequels, because it takes place, her movie takes place after the sequels of Star Wars. It's going to be using Rey, but they're moving it forward. They're doing it in such a way that's unique, and I can't wait to have her discuss it with you. She's got on her channel a little tiny teaser trailer. There are little videos explaining everything of what they're planning on doing and how they're planning on doing it and why they're doing it. They have a full vocal cast. They've been working on it. It's all original music, and the music is fantastic. They've had a composer come in. She's really great. Maria has worked on video games such as Jedi Fallen Order. She's worked on Jedi Survivor. Okay, goodbye, Irene. Have a good night.
Hubby is wanting her. Like what do you mean? I guess we'll never know what she means because she's leaving.
And also, she's worked on the Last of Us games as well.
Yeah, why hasn't a DJ from Architects of Imagination hit her up?
Because I talked to her about that, and she said that she works more of, I think she said like designing the games or something like that, or working behind more, something about it that it wouldn't fit in with that show. But I know it's me. She wants to interview her first, and then she wants RM to interview her. But she said that I come first.
Priority.
Oh yeah, she's the only person besides Taylor who is very excited to talk to me, either on the phone or on Zoom or something like that. And yeah, she's great though. Maria's a great person who I really like as a friend. She's great. She's awesome, and I can't wait for everybody to watch that interview because she's got some great stories and stuff.
Have you already recorded it, or
no? It's going to be live. We're going to do it live.
Okay.
So she and I are going to talk on Discord at 7:30 to go over what what we're going to do. And then at 8, we're going to do the interview, and it will be fun. She will be my first professional interview where she's that main person who's being interviewed. It would have been Rob, but every time Rob goes, yeah, I'll do it, let's make the plans, Rob is always busy. And so I literally, on all my streams, goes, everybody, go to Twitter, tweet Rob, ask him why he's not on my show or when he's going to be on there. And the only person that's gone and tweeted at him is Maria. She goes, why haven't you been on Tom's channel yet? And then she puts in brackets, tapping fingernails. So, yeah. But Rob's a busy guy. I think he's doing a stream at 9:15 with someone tonight as well. And then tonight at 10, I'm going on the Phantasmagorium channel and reviewing the Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're doing a series on Indiana Jones leading up to Dial of Destiny. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Everybody wants me on their channel. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this stuff. And I enjoy doing making thumbnails for people's channels. I have a friend who does tarot cards, and she does it on YouTube. And her channel is Mystical Muse. No, not mystical. It's Metaphysical Muse. And I did her the banner for her channel, and I did all the thumbnails. So whenever she puts on a new video, she goes, okay, do it either like the same like before or try to do a different background so we can make each different topic have a different look to it. And I said, yeah, you could do that. And then I said, while you're at it, put it in playlists so that everything's in a playlist so people can find it. That's why I tell people, when you want to look at my videos, everything's on a playlist after the movie reviews, live streams, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, my content, and I mean, it's kind of weird to say my content because all I've really done all this year have been like the otaku experience. Like I think I've uploaded 2 or 3 videos this year on my channel, but but it's a lot of the stuff is like so random. Like it's hard to find playlists to put them in. I mean, I do have recurring stuff. Like I do like seasonal reviews where I review an anime season, or like what anime I'm going to be watching in this next season, or Sword Art Online videos and things like that. But yeah, I don't really have like you and the John Campea show and Rob's channel. Y'all have like these are like, it's like very repetitive. Sounds like a bad term, but like I guess it is. Like you do like the same.
Well, I try not to do the same. Like I do different live streams, but I'll do different things. Like this was just a spontaneous thing I wanted to do. Like on Sunday nights, I'll do an 11. I do my 11:30 show, which it's fun, and that turns out just to be people just talking to me through the chat and asking me questions. There's an individual that comes in, the Hidden, who asks these questions that are so not only thought-provoking, but sometimes very tough to answer. But they're good questions. Like I'm surprised the Hidden doesn't have their own channel of interviewing people and asking these questions, because they're fantastic questions. And hello to the Force Unleashed.
Hello. Yeah. And yeah, like I was saying, repetitive sounds like a bad term, so I didn't mean to make it sound like it's lazy content or whatever.
And it was great to see. It's great to see King Tank. Goodbye. No, I'm kidding.
And that's gonna do for us, guys. No.
Yeah.
No, but
they do like Thomas Bartholdi, who's in the chat, has been writing a book, and when his book is ready to talk about, I'm having him come on the show
to read the whole book live. The whole book live. You're not stopping the stream until he finishes the book.
That's right. And it's just going to be great. He's just going to start at page 1 and read the whole book. And
no, not even page 1. He's going to start at the what is it? Like the copyright. Yeah. At the very, he's going to open it. He's going to read the tag, the day it was published.
Right. The SSN number or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's 8. I do have to go, Tom.
All right. Well, it's good to see you.
It's been fun. Yeah. If
Yeah.
Taylor ever hops on, tell him I said what's up. But I haven't spoken to Taylor since
Since
yeah.
our Zoom call where he went crazy
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
Human
gosh.
Centipede, Shrek, and
You know, I had forgotten it until you just brought it up, and now I got to take another month to try to forget.
But all three of us have got it. We're gonna do a stream together. It'll be
We'll
fun.
do something. We'll do something. All right. Well, thanks, Tom, for having me. Thanks,
Thank you for
chat.
coming.
Godspeed on the rest of your stream and your interview with Maria. I'll be sure to check that out. You said it's live. What time on?
It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern, so that would be for you 7.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'll be able to pop in for a bit, say what's up, yada yada. But I'll probably have to watch the replay if anything.
No
All right,
problem.
Tom. Take care, man.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. And that was the great King Tannic, everybody. Thank you very much for showing up, King Tannic. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Force Unleashed. And Darth Plato as well. And for all of you who don't know this, tomorrow morning on Positive Fandom, we have at 7:30. No, it's 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. It is Sunday Brunch Live. And when you get there, congratulate RM, because today is the 2-year anniversary of Positive Fandom. 2 years, folks. So get out there and congratulate her tomorrow. And yeah, it'll be awesome just to do that for her. And she didn't even realize it till I mentioned that Retro Nerd Girl had a 2-year anniversary. No, it was a 7-year anniversary on YouTube. And she did a live stream last night. And so I just happened to look up Positive Fandom, and today is literally the second anniversary. Last month was my first year of posting anniversary. But I've been doing, I've had a YouTube channel now for 12 years, but did nothing with it till last year. Go figure. But as I said, tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, check me out on the Phantasmagorium channel, which I will, let's see here. If I can find the channel, right here, the Phantasmagorium channel. Tonight, I'm doing a stream with Catherine Cook, and we will be discussing Raiders of the Lost Ark. So be sure and check that out. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Right here. There we go. And there's the link to the Phantasmagorium channel. We can check it out and subscribe to it as well. And subscribe to Positive Fandom if you've never been there, if you're watching us on repeat. Other than that, as I said, I saw the Flash yesterday, and I love that movie. I really did. I love it. It's fantastic. I can't wait to own it when it comes out on physical media. If it does come out on physical media, hopefully it does. Yeah. It's the love letter to DC fandom, really, to DC fandom, to superheroes in general. Michael Keaton is fantastic in this film as well. Let's see here. What else have we got? And also tomorrow, please don't forget to join Robert Meyer Burnett and Dieter Bastian for an all new, but never imitated, Let's Get Physical Media. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Because these people like to make me do math. Go figure. All right. And as well in the chat, there should be, as I said before, I have recently decided that if you want to send in letters to the show, here is the email address. Write it down if you want. And you can send me in letters with questions or, about subjects that you want to talk about. And we'll discuss them on the live streams because I think it's great to include you guys as well. Yeah. So there is that. Let's see here. Let me look at my list. Let's see, is there anything else I need to write? I need to discuss. No. Well, but other than that, if anybody in the chat has any questions, anything they want to talk about, throw a question in there and we'll see if we can talk about something. Excuse me. Let's see here. I should have done that here. All right, then. I want to thank my guest, King Tannic, for popping by. I want to thank Thomas Bartholdi, The Force Unleashed. I want to thank Cool Gamer. I want to thank Irene Jobson and all of you watching as well. Join me tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. 11:30 p.m. Pacific. No, not Pacific. 11:30 p.m. Eastern. 7. No, wait. Hold on here. I'm trying to do my math. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific on the channel for my Sunday night live with Tom Jr. Jackson stream as well. I hope you are all having a great night. I'm sorry for any of the technical difficulties we had with the stream tonight, but as always, that happens. But I hope you all are having a great night. Please enjoy your Saturday and check out the Phantasmagorium channel as well. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the links. Everything on my channel is in a playlist, so you can watch it if you want as a marathon. And until next time, folks, please remember, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, I'm on the Phantasmagorium channel. Yes, and everybody, turn on your notifications as well. Ring that little bell, dingling that bell. So until next time, folks, please remember, we are all goof people, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.